This was a visit by Sam Rohrer to the Monroton Fire Hall later on at 7 o'clock, and prior to that he was at the way station. He's got 5 points about removing roadblocks to job creations, reducing the government cost of government, stabilizing school funding, improving student performance, and restoring the culture of ethics and integrity in government. We had a nice surprise, a nice cake that was made by one of the volunteers. Here's Sylvia Ellis and Sam at the way station. There's John, Lukash. There's the three of them. And he really enjoyed his visit in our town. There's his wife, who was very gracious and very intelligent. And there's Victor Lawson, who basically did a great job putting all this together. He had a nice interview with the Daily Review. This is a former representative that introduced Sam, followed by another representative that introduced Sam. All very enthusiastic. And there's Victor telling about the day. And there's a Vietnam vet who's on his staff who's really gung-ho. He was in the Iraq. And there's Sam. And it was really a phenomenal presentation he gave, and I got more out of it listening to him the second time than the first time I saw him on YouTube or one of the videos on him. And it was a good crowd. Had to be 50 or 60 people there. And he really went over the whole concept of eliminating property tax by just expanding the scope of the sales tax, and that way everybody becomes a partner in spending. Right now there's a lot of people who are not really feeling what it is in terms of when the government wastes money, and now if they do that, a greater part of the population will feel that pain and maybe say something. In the meantime, senior citizens can afford to live in their houses and not get thrown out, and they can use that extra money that they would be spending on taxes to buy things, maybe fix their house up, maybe to heat their homes so they don't freeze to death in the winter, and maybe they'll spend their whole lives in Pennsylvania rather than going someplace else and dying. And then, of course, the state doesn't get any of the inheritance tax on that type of thing. He's quite a constitutionalist. He believes in the Constitution. He's got a lot of common sense plans. And the last thing we need is to have Tom Corbett get the nomination, even though right now the party is pushing for him. We need to have support for Sam Rohrer. Please get in touch with him. Please signed a petition to get his name on the ballot. I can be any place you want me to be in Towanda to get your signature if you're a registered Republican. I think it's worth the effort. I think he's the real deal, and we need someone like him to represent our rights, our constitutional rights, because no one else is. And that's how to get a hold of him. And you know how to get a hold of me at joedupont@juno.com. So, like I said, I can meet you at the Red Rose. I'll buy you a cup of coffee if you want to sign the petition to get him on the ballot. Take care. Thank you very much for watching this, and God bless you, Sam. You did a great performance, and I do love the Constitution. Take care.